Hi Lawrence. So the last video we ended off with the motor. The motor has now been sprayed with a special heat resistant paint. It's taken a long time because you put one coat on and then you need to wait a couple of days for that coat to dry before you can do it again. So this is now done some 6 weeks later since the last video, and yeah, it's once the masking tape comes off and I sandpaper the fins, the end of the fins, it'll look like a brand new motor. Okay, in the last video you saw these shelves quite full with all the bits and pieces that need to go back onto the bike. Most of them are back on the bike at the moment. In the last video we showed you what the foot pegs look like after having come back from the engineer. So I've now done my bit, cleaned them up, sprayed them, put new rubbers on, and they also ready to go back into the bike, looking brand new. And here we have the bike. It's pretty complete. Only thing that really needs to go back is the motor, which we'll probably do in the next couple of days. As you can see, the wheels are on, the mud guards are on, the wiring system is in. If you have a look here, I try and make the wiring as neat as possible. And then of course if we go to the handlebars, you'll see all the switches have been restored, made to look like new. Everything is working. And yeah, we're not far away from having a bike that can be started. I'm pretty pleased about the way the wheels came out. It's probably the best result I've had. The process that we followed was I sanded them down, the rims. I then took them, had them soda blasted. We then polished them, and then they were anodized. You've got to look very closely to see that they're not brand new rims. Forks were polished. There's new seals in the forks, new oil, and yeah, I'm pretty pleased with the way it's coming out. Yeah, the airbox, spent a lot of time on the airbox as well. These things are very difficult to find, and when you find them, they need to be repaired. A bit of gluing here and a bit of gluing there and fixing up. As you can see, it's come out quite nicely. Okay, so this bike will have an original exhaust on it. Also not something that you can find specifically, not in this condition. This exhaust was corroded over here quite badly, and we welded that up, we put a plate on it, and again you'd find it very difficult to tell the difference between a brand new one and this tailpiece. The header pipe has also been sprayed with special paint. That of course gets the warmest on the bike, and I found paint that lasts. In terms of the heat shields, over here in the box, I've powder coated them, and it'll look pretty nice with the contrast with the matte and the semi, and yeah, so I think it's going to come out very nicely. The belly pan has been anodized again, this time the right color. And then we spent some time on the carburetor. It's looking very nice. And if we turn it around, looking all nice and new.